Hey guys, this is Faris, and this is a session where I like to call My Thoughts On. This is where I'm going to take an upcoming movie and share my thoughts on. So with that said, I'm going to be talking about the Power Rangers Reboot. Based on the show that tells the story about 5 teenagers with attitude that was chosen to save the world from Rita Repulsa was such a huge hit in 1993, it continues with 24 seasons which have Dino Supercharge and soon Ninja Steel. Not only the show was a huge hit, it eventually made into a motion picture in 1995 that is worth watching, and a sequel in 1997 that is so bad you should skip that. I grew up watching Power Rangers from Season 1 of Mighty Morphin until Power Rangers in Space. It remains one of my favorite Power Rangers shows ever. Until there are more seasons like Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force, and Wild Force. The Zordon era was my favorite shows ever, and the post-Zordon eras are okay and watchable. Since the property is already back at Saban, they've announced a movie reboot during their 20th anniversary, and it will be based on the Season 1 of Mighty Morphin. So now that the movie is in post-production, photo stills has been revealed, and the teaser trailer is already out, I have to give you guys my thoughts on this upcoming reboot. Now, when I watched this trailer from beginning to end, I have skeptical feelings about it because of its tone. It kind of reminds me like it's gonna be another Fanforstic and Chronicle feel. But hey, it's a teaser trailer and it was okay. It should be revealing so many things until a theatrical trailer release and shows up other scenes. However, I love seeing the original 5 members again portrayed by new actors, even though there's some slight backstory change from 5 of them. Like they went from normal to outcast teenagers. Jason is a football player and not a martial artist. Zach is a thrill seeker and not that hip-hop keto guy. Billy is still the geek. Trini went from having a Zen kind to outcast. And I don't see any Kimberly gymnastics in that trailer. Well, maybe I'm wrong, and we'll see how the next trailer goes and the movie release. But I gotta say one thing, Rita Repulsa, when she shows up and saying I've killed Rangers before, I'm so getting hyped to see it. And yet, in recent photos, it's clever that she holds a green power coin that may hit Rita's Green Ranger in the future. I'm also waiting to see the appearance of Zordon, Alpha, Putties, and Goldar. Now let's talk about what everyone is like to bitch about for this movie. The suits. My god, everyone never stopped bitching and joking around about the suits in memes like it's Iron Rangers and it was built by Tony Stark. But personally, I like this new suit. They don't really want to show the same kind of scheme they were using in 1995. I respect that. It's a fresh take on an old source material. Although their helmets bear a bit of resemblance to the original. I can understand that the suits are like crystallized alien armor. They got their powers from an interdimensional being, which makes sense because their powers are alien origin. I also love the idea that the power coins gave them super strength and super jumping. Their helmets can open and show their faces like in recent photos. Now that's clever. It gave this new reboot a new kind of upgrade. The final thing that I want to talk about that is really disturbing, it has to be the Megazord design. We went from a great design back then to many awesome looking fan art to this? I wouldn't mind the concept design that was released during pre-production, but this is the one we're gonna have in the film? I know it's just a toy and we haven't seen the actual Megazord design for the film, but man, it doesn't bear any resemblance to the original. I hope the design in the film will be better than the toy that we got. In the end, it could have been worse, but I'm still wanting to see this film. As a Power Rangers fan, I hope this movie turns out to be okay. Should the tone be darker? No! This property is still a children's property. The tone should be at least maintain the lighter and darker side. For some people who grew up with Power Rangers in the 90s would want to see a darker tone of the Power Rangers. Thank you. To think again, there are new generations of kids out there that wanted to see this film. And like I said, the tone of the film should be maintained the lighter and darker side. And I'll be waiting to see this film when it hits theaters March 24th, 2017. It's Morphin time.
It's happening!